Shavua Tov, a gute Woche, and welcome to our program. This Wednesday night, Im Yirtzeh Hashem, is the grand Siyumei Horambam in front of 770. Thursday is Yud Aleph Nisan, the Rebbe's birthday, and this is Erev Yud Aleph Nisan, Wednesday night. It's going to be the Siyumei Horambam together with a celebration for the Rebbe's birthday. So as this is the broadcast before Yud Aleph Nisan, it is now the time that we can talk and discuss the specialty of Yud Aleph Nisan and what it means to us. Firstly, Rabbi Say, let's register that on Wednesday, Im Yirtzeh Hashem, in front of 770, 7 o'clock in the evening, we are going to start the Siyumei Horambam Hoyolomi. It's now 40 years since the Takone of the Rebbe, and there's going to be Berev Peir Vehoda. The last time this took place in front of 770, last year in Sivan, we had 15,000 people, and we hope Im Yirtzeh Hashem this year will be even more, because it's Erev Yud Aleph Nisan, and it's in connection with the Rebbe's birthday also. And we are giving each person a matbeya, a coin. We have minted a special coin for 40 years that each person will receive. Each man, woman, and child will receive a special matbeya. A matbeya shalish, a gold coin, a fire coin. Why am I saying a matbeya shalish? Because the matbeya has the fire of the Rebbe and the Rambam. And the matbeya will do Laman Tiskaru. When you will release a Meisei Uschaltem, when we are going to see this matbeya, it will remind ourselves of the Rebbe and the Rambam and the Takone of the Rebbe to learn the Rambam every single day. Talking about the specialty of Yud Aleph Nisan, there are two things that come to mind at this time. Number one, the Yehirotzein that we say on every day on Chedesh Nisan. And the Yehirotzein has language that's employed here that you generally don't find. At the end of the Yehirotzein it says that through the fact that I'm saying the Perik of the Nossi, then this would help me that I should be able to understand the Torah, and in the fear of God, to do your will, Almighty God, all the days of my life. And then it says, Ani vezari, I and my children, vezera zari and my children's children, omen, forever. If you check our liturgy, you check the Siddur, you'll see, number one, that in Chabad there are not too many Yehirotzeins that we say. In others Yidurim there are more Yehirotzeins. In Chabad there are not many Yehirotzeins. But look what it says here. This is the only place that we find in Siddur that you're asking not only for yourself, you're not only asking for your children, you're asking for yourself and your children and your children's children. And then you say, Me'atov Yadelim, from now for all of eternity. Comes the Rebbe and he asks, what's the specialty of this Yehirotzein, that this has the power to affect you, your children, your children's children, from now until eternity, which means for all generations to come? What's special about this Yehirotzein that has that kind of power? That's one of the things to consider. And the other thing is what the Rebbe Nishma Seiden said, and this week was Beis Nisan. Beis Nisan is the Yortzeit of the Rebbe Nishma Seiden. And before he passed away, he said, Ich gehe in Himmel, diksovim los ich v'reich. I'm going to the heavens, I'm leaving you diksovim, the writings. And the Rebbe explains, the Rebbe says it clearly in more than one sikha, that by having the ksovim of the Rebbe, we're actually having the Rebbe himself. And the Rebbe says, just like the ksovim we have begashmias oelom, the writings we have in the physicality of this world, but the same measure we have the Rebbe in the physicality of this world. We will return to that in a moment. But first, our customary story, or stories. In this case, we said that we are going to continue with stories about the Siyumei Rambam. The Rebbe told us to make the Sefer, and Sunday, the Rebbe called us the Ersten Purim. It was Sunday, what we call Purim Koton, the Rebbe called it the first Purim. We came to the Rebbe, and with the Sefer in hand. All Chassidim said, we had 10 sponsors, and they were all there. As a matter of fact, when we came, and the Rebbe saw the Sefer, so the Rebbe said, "Does see the Sefer? We can learn in him hind." And he saw a visible satisfaction. And as Chassidim said, the Rebbe gewinnt zufrieden. There's nothing more important in the world. The Rebbe is happy, and you saw a satisfaction on the Rebbe's face. He turned to me and he said, "Du hast mir geschrieben, es seien dort 10 sponsors. Seien alle da?" You told me that you wrote to me that there are going to be 10 sponsors. Are they all here? And Baruch Hashem, they were all here. And the Rebbe spoke to each one, and the Rebbe gave each one baruchas. And you saw, in a very visible way, you saw the Rebbe's happiness. And he looked at the Sefer, and he said, "Ich will nicht suchen, ki chasreines auf dem Sefer, aber das Sefer hat gedacht, haben a bundle. I'm not looking for chasreines, for shortcomings on the Sefer, but such a Sefer needed a bundle. A bundle is a bookmark." Now, the Rebbe said it to me, and I see that the Sefer has a bundle, it has a bookmark. But I'm not going to say to the Rebbe that it does have one. The Rebbe says there's no bookmark. Someone else, however, said to the Rebbe, "Sido a bundle." There is a bookmark. So the Rebbe says, "Sido a bundle, soll sein b'shot teva u'mutzlachas." And you saw the happiness in a very, very open and revealed fashion. There was one individual. They didn't have any children until then. They asked me that at that time is a special time. They figured it out. Was going to be an Eisher Rotzin. I should ask the Rebbe for the bracha, they should have children. And I did. And the Rebbe answered immediately, "It'll be soon." And it was. A bracha immediately. They asked the Rebbe many times for brachas. Now the Rebbe said it's going to be soon, and that's how it was. So the Rebbe was visibly zufrieden. And I remember Chassidim, especially Mendel Shem Tov Zechlini Livrocho, was a big Chassid. He was one of the sponsors. The Rebbe was happy. You don't need anything more. The Rebbe was happy. Baruch Hashem. Talking about Yud Aleph Nisan. And talking about what we can do for the Rebbe, Yud Aleph Nisan, and how we can strengthen these kashers with the Rebbe. So first of all, in this Sikha, the Rebbe asked the kasher, as we said before, that in this Yehirotzin you ask for something that you do not ask in any other Yehirotzin. You ask for yourself, Kol Yemei Chayai, not only for next year, Kol Yemei Chayai, all the days of my life. That's a long blessing. And not only that, after that you say, Ani, I, V'zari and my children, V'zera Zari and my children's children, Me'ato ve'adelom, forever and ever, till the end of the days, always. And then we say Amen. So the Rebbe asks the question, what's in this Yehirotzin that's more than in any other Yehirotzin? And the Rebbe answers, this Yehirotzin has to do with Anosi. And Rashi says in Chumash, Hanosi hu hakel. The Nosi is everything. So this is a special Yehirotzin connected with Anosi. And once you connect with Anosi, you have everything. You have everything, Kol Yemei Chayai, your entire life, not only for now, not only for this moment. And you have something Ani for yourself, and you have something for your children, and you have, excuse me, it's still called V'zera Zari and your children's children, Me'ato ve'adelom, because you're connecting with Anosi. That's what the Rebbe answers. And once you're connecting with Anosi, the broker of that the Nosi can give you, it doesn't have any boundaries. is eternal, doesn't have any boundaries. It's for your entire life, it's for yourself, it's for your children, and for your children's children, me'ato ve'adelim, forever. That's the connection with the Nossi. This week, Friday, is Yud Aleph Nisan. That's our connection with the Rebbe. And the connection with the Rebbe gives us everything. Kol yemei chayai, for your entire life, for yourself, for your children, and for your children's children, me'ato ve'adelim. And how do you connect? Many ways of connecting with the Nossi. These are halomas ve'asterim, but we're going to overcome them. And the halomas ve'asterim are only meant to overcome. The Rebbe analyzes the words of the Rebbe Nishmas Eden. Ich gehe in Himmel, I'm going to the heavens. He said it a few hours before he passed away on Beis Nisan. This week is also Beis Nisan. Ani vezari vezera zari. Beis Nisan is this week. Yud Aleph Nisan is the week coming. Abba Aleinu Val Kol Yisrael Letevo on Friday. The Rebbe Nishmas Eden said, Ich gehe in Himmel, diksovim lo sich varaich. I'm going to the heavens, I'm leaving you diksovim. A few times the Rebbe spoke about it. And the Rebbe explained and he analyzes the words of the Rebbe Nishmas Eden and what they mean. I'm going to the heavens, I'm leaving you diksovim. So the Rebbe said almost these words. Azevi diksovim hotmen dolamato begashmias. Diksovim, the writings, we have this in this world because the Rebbe left the writings. Azei hotmen demelebim do begashmias, dolamato begashmias. But the same meaning, by the same token, we have the Rebbe here. Moreover, the Rebbe said that just like the Rebbe Nishmas Eden said it about himself, so it doesn't only mean about himself, it means all the Rebbes. So therefore it also means his son, the previous Rebbe, that's here with us. Now Rabbi say, if we analyze the Rebbe's words, he says that you have the Rebbe, through the Ksovim, you have the Rebbe Nishmas Eden himself. And he brings from what Ano Nafshi Ksovis Yehovis, which means Ano Nafshi, Onechis Ano Nafshi Ksovis Yehovis, which means Ano is I, Nafshim is my soul, Ksovis I wrote in, Yehovis and I gave. In other words, in the writings you have the Rebbe himself. So in the teachings of the Rebbe, you have the Rebbe himself. And if the Rebbe says that, it doesn't only mean the Rebbe Nishmas Eden, it also means the Rebbe, the previous Rebbe. No, then it's obvious, and that means also the Rebbe, because that's a Nossi. So number one, you're talking about these kashrus of a Nossi, that has no limits whatsoever. That's these kashrus to a Nossi, Yud Aleph Nisan. And then you have the Rebbe himself, by learning the Rebbe's Maimorim and the Rebbe's Sichas. Moreover, Rabbi say, by learning Rambam. Rambam is the Rebbe's Takona. The Gemara says when we learn, we should visualize that the Baal HaShmuel Emet Kenegdei. Then we're learning Rambam. The Rambam is sitting in front of us or across us. Rabbi say it's not only the Rambam. The Rebbe is sitting with the Rambam. So it's the Rambam and the Rebbe and the Rebbe and the Rambam. By learning Rambam 3 Perakim a day or 1 Perik a day or Sefer HaMitzvahs, we are making that connection with the Rebbe on a steady basis. And of course learning is Maimorim and learning is Sichas. So this is the key. The key to connect is by learning the Torah of the Rebbe. And by learning Rambam every day, because that is the takone of the Rebbe. Then we are connecting. And we are connecting. As many people say, they don't go to sleep at night before they learn the Shir of Rambam. 1 Perik, 3 Perakim, Sefer HaMitzvahs, whatever it is. Whatever someone can do. And when they sit down and they learn the Rambam, they are connecting. They are connecting with the Rambam and they are connecting with the Rebbe. And the Rebbe is right there across. He's right there with them when they are learning. And that connection with the Rebbe, the connection with the Nossi, And this is what it says here. That gives us everything we need. Ani, as mentioned, Kol Yemei Chayai, all the days of my life. That's in our liturgy, printed in the Siddur. Ani v'zadi v'zed azadi, I and my children and my children's children, me'ato ve'adelum, forever and ever. So Rabbi say, this is the way, before Yud Aleph Nisan, of making the great connection, by learning the Maimorim of the Rebbe, by learning the Sichos of the Rebbe, by learning the Rambam, the Takone of the Rebbe, we are making that great eternal connection. And that will bring us eternal bliss in everything that we need. And as mentioned so many times, but I'm encouraged by these words, Kol Yemei Chayai, all the days of my life, Ani v'zadi v'zed azadi me'ato ve'adelum. Every single person, for you, for your entire life, and for you, for your children, and for your children's children, me'ato ve'adelum, forever and ever. We live in a special time, Idan HaMashiach, in the time of Mashiach. And the Rebbe told us so many times, Mashiach is coming and he's coming now. But we still need a little pachim ketanim, small vessels. That Emir Hashem, with your help, we're going to do that. And we are going to prepare ourselves and the entire world for that great day of the coming of Mashiach. ובעגולו דידנו ושמחו ובטוב לבובו וטבע נילה וענiglo למטה מעשרות טפוחים ובחסד וברחמים ותקף ומיד ממש